I'm not with you guys 10%, 50%. I will always be the voice for the people in Israel. I will always stand behind the country of Israel. The one and only Floyd Money Mayweather in Israel. I will always be here for you guys when you guys don't have a voice.
Yeah.
And what we keep hearing is, why, Floyd, why? Well, my best friend is Jewish. This is my brother. And if you have a problem with him, you have a problem with me.
Yeah.
So, no matter what it is, when it is, when you call on me, I'm there for you guys, always. I don't care, social media, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna be a voice, I'm gonna be the voice, I'm gonna speak, I'm gonna stand strong, and no matter what I go through, no matter how much backlash I get, I live my life for me.
Amen.
Ali will always be a pioneer because of what he stood for, you know, in that era.
Okay.
Stood for. And I commend him for that. And I would have done the same thing if I was in that era. He done what he's supposed to do in that era. Whereas I think in that era still we were more, we would stick together. We would stick together because you will see Muhammad Ali with Wilt Chamberlain.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and
you remember the summit that they had in '67 when Ali was
Wilt Chamberlain, Jim Brown.
It was Kareem, Bill Russell.
You guys heard what Floyd said, the same man who compared himself to Muhammad Ali, stating that if he was living back in Ali time, he would have had done the same thing. So Muhammad Ali didn't do anything special. I told you guys back then, talk is cheap. Action speaks louder than words. And Floyd Mayweather's actions today shows his true colors and that he will never be compared to the likes of Muhammad Ali. Matter of fact, he's the opposite of Muhammad Ali. Which takes me back to when Andre Ward said on ESPN that Floyd Mayweather sold his soul. The reason why Andre Ward was saying that, to point out that Crawford, Shakur, and even himself, they don't need to be someone else. They could be themselves. Floyd, on the other hand, to become Money May, he had to trash talk. He had to become somebody he wasn't. That's what Andre Ward was saying. That's why he said he sold his soul. But I told you guys back then, if that's the case, then you can say the same thing about Tyson Fury. You can say that about a lot of fighters who tried to sell the fight by talking trash and change their character, promote money, the way Floyd did. So I was actually defending Floyd back then, saying that I wouldn't go as far as saying Floyd sold his soul because of that. However, it's funny how the world turned, because Floyd Mayweather clearly today sold his soul for some money, even though he already got it, which makes it more sad. The fact that Floyd sold his soul for something he already got. It ain't like he was broke. He already had money. Matter of fact, Floyd always brags about how he his own man. He controls his masters. No one tells him what to do. And then he goes on to support a genocide. Are you serious? The reason why Floyd is supporting the biggest genocide we ever seen is because, according to Floyd, this is what Floyd said, his friend told him so. And if you got a problem with his friend, you got a problem with him. Even if his friend got a problem with God, he gonna have a problem with God too. Showing no moral character. Then Floyd went on to post a picture with a lot of money, showing the world what he did it for. Some paper that he already got. It ain't like they gave him some type of medal that doesn't exist. They gave him something that he already got plenty of. To be honest, it really doesn't matter what they gave him. If you a sellout, you a sellout. You can't compare yourself to Muhammad Ali, who gave up his championship title, who gave up money, who gave up his freedom, who was willing to go to jail and went to jail to stand up for what's right. That's the difference between a hero and a traitor. Because a lot of people always tell me, yo, Akhi, why you always praise Floyd for what he did inside of the ring? Don't you see what he's doing? And I always tell them, and I respond to them by telling them, I'm not a hypocrite. I know the truth, and I'm going to speak the truth as far as in the ring. Floyd is the MJ of boxing. As far as his skill set is something we never seen. However, outside of the ring, he's nothing to be proud of. Instead, you need to be ashamed of if you like Floyd for real, because he let everyone down with this, especially when he's in position that he doesn't need to do this, but does it for the money. That's too much greed, and there's no amount of money that you can feed a greedy belly. This shows that Floyd is not in touch with reality. If you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all is the least thing you can do. How the hell you gonna try to fool yourself to be proud of supporting a genocide? All money is not good money, especially blood money, which is why, ladies and gentlemen, Muhammad Ali will always stand alone as the greatest boxer of all time in and out of the ring, simply because he stood up for what's right. He wasn't afraid to lose what God gave him because he wanted the reward in the hereafter. With that being said, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments section below, subscribe below, and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.